and good morning from our second day aboard the Royal Caribbean Independence of the Seas. We have made it to Nassau in the Bahamas. We arrived in Nassau about an hour ago. The weather is absolutely beautiful. The water is crystal blue, and we are excited to have a phenomenal day aboard the Independence of the Seas. So we're going to be going to breakfast in just a minute. Brennan is finishing getting ready back in the room, but look at what has docked next to us at port in Nassau. That is the Disney Wish. Improving the port here pretty significantly since the past times we've come to Nassau. The Disney Wish. That is a beautiful ship, and we do plan on disembarking the boat. We don't have any embarkations planned, but just if we could see this up close and in person, that would be incredibly cool to get to see. Our room is actually on that side of the ship, just facing Nassau, so we get to see it pull into port and turn around and back up into the dock, so that was actually really cool to see. But I'm heading back to the room now to meet up with Brennan to get some breakfast. Alright, so back in the stateroom, and we are about to go to breakfast, but I wanted to show off our perspective of the Disney Wish just from our room. It was very cool just to see it pull into port this morning. Really not even an hour ago, but I hope that we get to just walk past this on our way into Nassau, just to walk around for a little bit. But as for now, we're going to breakfast, right? Yeah. So we're heading up to deck number 11 for breakfast, and it's very interesting to see the Royal Promenade just during the daytime right now. It looks like a little bit less of a party, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
Yeah. Okay, so we've made it to the breakfast buffet, to the Windjammer restaurants. So we definitely chose somewhat of a stressful time to come to breakfast. I think this is probably the busiest that I could get. Okay, so we got a table over by the window. Brennan already came up and got her breakfast, and now I'm here to get mine. It is still so busy. So this is our table over by the Wish, and this is the breakfast that I elected to get. So I have some eggs, bacon, sausage, French toast, and pancake. And then I have some hash browns, I have some fruits, and then a sticky bun, as well as some breakfast beverages there. Okay, so we're all done with breakfast, and of course, finally, now it actually looks reasonable. Somewhat. It's still busy, but it's reasonable. Alright, so we went back to the room, and now we are back out on deck 13, because this is where the climbing wall is. So I think we'd like to try to do this. Hopefully. Okay, so we went through the process of signing up for rock climbing, and we have our harness on, and we are about to climb the wall. Okay, so we're going to be doing this together, and I'm going to be using my GoPro to record this. I have some powder on the hands here to make it a little bit easier. Brennan's doing the medium course, and I'm doing the hard course. Okay, so there's Brennan right over there, climbing the wall. I'm doing the hard course, like I said. This is challenging, though. Woo! I hope Dennis is proud of me right now. There's Brennan, she's doing a great job. Much better job than me. Look at this terrain. Oh my god. I'm getting close. I'm also getting very tired. I've almost made it. Oh, Brennan did it. Oh. The bell is right up there at the top. Whew. Oh god, this is challenging.
Okay, so I just got off of this one, and I hit the bell, and Roy's so close to getting to hit the bell. You got it, Roy!
Oh my god. Is it supposed to feel loose? Alright, I said lean back. Oh god. Woo! Okay.
Yeah, it was kind of scary for me too to do the jump back thing.
It felt loose.
I know.
So we did it. We rappelled down the rock climbing tower, and our hands are just shaking right now. That was intense, and I don't know how well I recorded that at all. I'll probably put in a couple clips, hopefully, if it turned out okay.
That was more challenging than I thought. I just told Roy this. I expected it to be like the theme park level, like rock climbing, where it's like really easy and the line kind of like carries you up a little bit for like, no, that was actually real, and I chose to do the medium, and I got about 1 foot away from the bell, and I didn't know if I'd be able to do it, but I was the first to ring the bell.
You did it. And then I, well, between our little group, because we had somebody on the beginner, you were on the medium, and then I was on the hard.
And you did the hard.
And that was challenging, but I did it to ring the bell.
Yeah, I got a blister.
Okay, so we're heading around the corner over by the water slides, which are apparently closed right now. This is going to be over by the flow rider. So this is the flow rider, which is currently open. We wanted to do the sky pad, but it's not open right now, as well as the slides over here. So I think we're going to head back to the room to get some sunglasses. You need some sunglasses. And then we're going to go play some mini golf. The intention was that a majority of people were going to be on Nassau, doing excursions or exploring the island or getting some drinks. So we wanted to try to do some of these activities while it was a little bit quieter, and then we're going to go to Nassau, I think. All right, so we went back to the room, and Brennan got our sunglasses, and now we're going to go play mini golf, and then we're going to Nassau. And I just wanted to walk outside here just to show off the Royal Promenade again, which is actually pretty quiet right now because a lot of people are on Nassau. So we had to come up to deck number 12. Mini golf is actually on deck number 13, but that's as far as the elevators would go up. So we're heading down over here and then up to do some mini golf. And then we'll be heading off to Nassau, probably to Senor Frogs. It's actually a little bit busier than I anticipated it being on a port day. Pretty busy up here by the pool. Everyone's just relaxing at the pool bar and in the water. And after a pretty significantly long walk, we've made it up to deck number 13. Are you ready to play some mini golf, Brennan? I didn't really anticipate recording our entire mini golf experience. I'll probably do what I've done before, which is just alternate our shots on the various holes.
Ooh. So close.
Right over there.
Yeah.
We've got some waters because it is hot.
It's very hot.
Okay, time for the next hole. Not bad.
Alright.
We're just filming the alternating takes. That was actually kind of close.
Nice.
Not bad. Okay, we've moved on to the next hole. Let's see how Brennan does. So far, Brennan's actually winning right now. It's so close.
We're halfway done, and Roy got a hole-in-one on the last one. I'm sure he'd want you to know.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, we made it to the next hole, which goes through this sandcastle. Oh, that was so close. It just like tapped into the hole and then it popped out. So I ended up using my course redo on the last hole, and I still did pretty bad. I just kept on bumping into the castle. Brennan did spectacular. Now I'm doing the massive lighthouse. And of course, come on, man. Okay, so this is the second to last hole. Oh no! What the heck? So it's supposed to come out one of these holes over here. Brennan used her redo on the last hole. Sorry, Brennan. Just kind of nudge it. That doesn't count as a putt. There you go.
Yay! That's the one I wanted.
Nice job. Where'd it go? Oh, it's right here.
Last hole. Ah, right in the surfboards.
Every hole. I barely filmed this game and I've hit every obstruction. Oh my god. And the final score of the game was myself 29 and Brennan 26. So Brennan won. Good job. There's Atlantis straight ahead. Pearl Island, which is where we went last time, is somewhere way off into the distance over there, but we are heading to Nassau. You get to see the little Nassau?
Yeah.
The boat that we took to get over to Pearl Island. So we're gonna go and disembark and then head over to, I think, just Senor Frogs.
Yeah, just have some good birthday fun.
Sounds good to me. So I'm not sure what part of the ship that we need to disembark from, but we're probably just going to head down a couple decks and figure that out. And we'll probably only be gone for just a couple hours. I also think that we're going to have some lunch when we come back. We're planning on potentially going to Johnny Rockets, even though it is an upcharge. Because if we had lunch, it would either be on the ship or over at, I don't know, Senor Frogs. So we might as well just eat on the ship. Okay, we're heading down in the elevator. That's where we had breakfast, and we're going all the way down to deck 5, I think, right now. So we're trying to see exactly where to go down to disembark the ship. I believe it's going to be either midship or aft. This is back over by Sorrento's. We're just heading down the stairs. That's where we did trivia last night, and here's another theater, which we hope to come back to, I think, tomorrow. Okay, so we do have to go to midship here. So we're passing through this bar and then the casino to disembark the ship back over by the midship where we came from. It is pretty interesting down here, and it's definitely very quiet compared to the Carnival Casino that we explored. That was the Playmakers Sports Bar and Arcade that we just passed through. And I think that we've made it to the midship area. I hope so. There's Brennan right over there trying to figure it out. Hello. Okay, I think that we found it's the way to finally get to Nassau, because there are a lot of people down here. And here we are, we just disembarked. The Independence of the Seas heading to Nassau. Hello. So we did have to disembark in the midship all the way on deck number 1. And here's the Disney Wish just right behind us. That is a very beautiful looking ship. It does look very similar to all of the other Disney Cruise Line ships. But this one definitely looks pretty. This walkway is definitely very pleasant heading into Nassau. This is pretty cool, right?
I'm happy that they're finally starting to be able to like rebuild all of this.
It's a little bit of a walk just to get into Nassau, but here's the back of the Disney Wish. The Rapunzel, and the Disney Wish logo. And there's our Royal Caribbean Independence of the Seas right next to it. Our room is somewhere up there. And then ported right next to the Disney Wish is the Carnival Liberty. There are a lot of cruise ships in port today. We've almost made it to the shore. It is quite a substantial walk, but hopefully it'll be worth it. They're still doing so much construction. And we did it. We've made it to Nassau. Now we're heading all the way down to Señor Frog's. Right here, this is the bar that we stopped at last time. But Señor Frog's is all the way down at the very end of the street down there. We're walking by the straw market right now, and straight ahead there's Señor Frog's. So apparently Señor Frog's is currently closed for, I don't even know how long, but it is not open right now. That's unfortunate. So what I think we might have to do is just head back a little bit and maybe go to the bar that we went to with Brennan's family, sort of back over here on the side of the street. The bar was busier than it was when we were here last time, and that should have been a clue as to why it was that busy, because Señor Frog's isn't open. Okay, so I actually did end up getting some souvenirs back over there at the straw market. I think this is the same merchandising store that we were in last time too, that we came to the Bahamas looking for some more merchandise. Okay, so we're in the Sharky's bar right now. Brennan got a rum runner, which is 151 rum, raspberry mix, banana mix, and gold rum. And then I got this Bahama Mama, which I think is just gold rum, coconut rum, and fruit punch. Okay, so we're all done at the Sharky's bar, and we got a couple other drinks. I got the rum barrel, which is rum and coke, and then Brennan got another Bahama Mama over there. So heading back to the straw market, because the souvenir that I got, he gave me the option to get it engraved, and I think I want to do that. All right, mission accomplished at the world famous straw market. I got what I bought engraved, which is very exciting, and I'll show them all the stuff that I got once we get back to the room probably. So I think we're heading back to the ship now. I think we did pretty much everything that we wanted to do on Nassau, with the exception of Señor Frog's, but that's okay. That's where we had our drinks back there, which we do need to finish these before we make it back to the port entrance, so we don't have too much time. All right, so we went through security back there. We are all good to go to head back to the Independence of the Seas, back onto the ship where we're going to have some lunch. I'm not sure about the next time that we're going to be coming to Nassau, but whenever this building is completed, the brand new port entrance in general, it's going to look so cool. So we still have plenty of time to make it back to the ship before all aboard, but we wanted to make sure that we made it back in time, because we do not like to mess around with these sort of time constraints. Of course, our ship is at the very back of the port, all the way over there, the Independence of the Seas. There's Pascal and Rapunzel on the back of the Disney Wish. I almost ran into this. This is much different than arriving at the port. It was a little bit busier heading towards Nassau, and we were only there for like an hour or two.
I think we made the right call.
So our room is somewhere back over here towards the aft of the ship. Right there you can see all of the fun activities that we were doing a little bit earlier today and yesterday, and hopefully tomorrow. We just took a quick picture with the Independence of the Seas right there. There are all the lifeboats, and we have to head all the way down to the very end over there to get back onto the ship. So after we get back on to the Independence of the Seas, I think we are going to be going to Johnny Rockets just to have some lunch. I know it's an upcharge, but Brennan was looking forward to it, so I think we're going to do it. All right, so I took the elevator back up to the Royal Promenade, and now we're heading to a bar to maybe grab a drink, and then we're heading to Johnny Rockets. There are a few bars that we have not quite yet experienced here in the Royal Promenade, so we'll see where Brennan wants to go. I guess we're going over here. Okay, so we each got a couple drinks here. Brennan, you got a Long Island.
Yep.
And then I got something called the Beer's Knees. This is the botanist gin, fresh lemon juice, and honey topped with Hollander Weiss in this beer version of a classic Prohibition cocktail.
It's good.
It is actually very good.
With the lemon and the everything in it, it tastes like a sour.
It really does. It's like a beer, but not. That bar was called Ale and Anchor, and it was actually very nice. So we might go back there at some point, or we might just try to go to different bars. Probably go to different bars. Actually, that makes a lot of sense. Brennan is waving to her dog right over here. So we decided to stop by the stateroom just really quickly. Thank you for the jazz hands. And I wanted to show off what I got in Nassau. So I saw this, and this to me just looked really cool, and it was only about $30. It's just this wooden wheel, like with an anchor on it. And then we went back because he offered, and I got Hornsby family engraved on the back of this. Just this nautical ship wheel. And I think I'm going to give this to my parents when I get back home, because I just think that this would be something that would just go really well on our fireplace back home. And then these right here I got for my niece and my nephew, because I have not yet announced that I have a nephew. Now, baby Isaac.
Baby Isaac!
That is my brother Travis and my sister-in-law Christine's son that they just had relatively recently. So I got a plush turtle and I got a little Nassau shirt that one of them can have either of those. So that's what I got in Nassau. I just thought it'd be sort of fun and just to support the economy of Nassau. That I'm sure helps out a lot. So let's go get some lunch.
Let's get some lunch.
So we took the elevator up to deck number 12 and this is where Johnny Rockets is. Are you ready for some burgers?
I'm really ready.
Okay then. So Johnny Rockets, should I be too expensive as an upcharge? But I guess we're going to find out. We're gonna go ahead and get seated. Maybe inside or outside, I'm not sure. Okay, so we got our food inside Johnny Rockets. Vernon, right over there, she got the smokehouse, which is apple with smoked bacon, crispy sourdough, onion rings, cheddar cheese, and smokehouse barbecue ranch. She also got a little side of ranch there. She got some fries and then a Happy Meal, not a Happy Meal, a Happy Face ketchup plate. I got some bacon and cheddar cheese fries there. And then I got this burger. This is the Rocket Double, the signature burger, which includes cheddar cheese, lettuce, tomato, and sliced onion with special sauce. So we're gonna go ahead and eat this and enjoy this, and I don't know what we're gonna do next. Okay, we're heading outside. That was a delicious meal at Johnny Rockets. I'm so glad that we did that. That was fantastic. And it was actually cheaper for both of us to eat there than it was to buy 2 drinks. That's crazy. Okay, so we came inside the arcade. Johnny Rockets is right outside, and we tried to play that game over there, that claw machine game, but it still won't work, so we can't win Arlo a prize, which is so sad. So there's actually a belly flop competition apparently happening outside. You can see everybody watching over there by the pool. We might go watch that. So I'm pretty sure that this is the belly flop competition. We're going to go find out. 3, 2, 1. Belly flops! Woohoo! Yay, belly flopping! Alright, so the belly flop competition is over. We came over to the pool bar where Brennan got a Goombay smash. This is, what is this? This is Malibu coconut rum, Kraken rum, orange juice, and pineapple juice. So we're going to walk through the middle of the pool area here, which we have yet to do since being on board the ship. It was very busy here just a minute ago. And now it's nice and open. The pools are very crowded though, so we're trying to think about what to do now. We do want to do some of the water activities, but we also might save those for maybe tomorrow. All right, so we came up to the little lounge on the 14th deck because this is where the escape room is up here, which they're doing a game right now, and you do have to make reservations in advance. So I made a reservation for tomorrow. So we're gonna be doing an escape room tomorrow. How does that sound?
I'm excited.
Okay, so I know what we want to do is the ice skating show, and that starts in a few hours. So we're trying to decide what to do between now and then we might head back to the room just to relax a little bit because we will be setting sail from Nassau here probably pretty soon. Okay, so we're back in the room out on the veranda and we're having some more wine. Which one is this one?
This is the peach Moscato.
Nice. And they just blew the horn, so I think we are leaving port right now. And what we might do is head down to, I think, the arcade. Okay, just filling it on up, aren't you?
Why not? I mean, we gotta get rid of it.
I guess so. So we're gonna do a scavenger hunt, I think. Okay, so we're heading back up to the running track to the top deck so we can watch us pulling away from shore. All right, so we're back on deck number 12, which is the running track deck. And here we are pulling away from Nassau. Here's the Disney Wish and then the Carnival Liberty right next to us. Okay, so we're walking all the way to the other side of the ship so we can see ourselves actually pulling out of port. This is over by the mini golf, which we did earlier today. Just wanted to see us pull away from the port. Of course, now it's actually quiet. It was pretty busy earlier when we did this. So what I'd like to try to go and find is this area way down here. You can barely see it, but I think that there is like a little deck that we can go out onto. That'd be cool. We don't have a lot of time to try to go and find that deck because we're about to leave Nassau here in just a minute, but I think we'll just have to go down a few levels, a few decks. It's actually pretty cool. We are totally pivoting right now to head out of Nassau. There's the lighthouse just straight ahead over there. All right, so we made it all the way down to deck 5, and I think that this is the level that we can go out onto the bow of the ship from. Hopefully we're gonna try to find that out. Okay, I think we did it. We had to go through the Star Lounge, which is where we did the Harry Potter trivia last night, and here we are. That's where we were, just way up there by the mini golf course. And here's this really pleasant little observation area at the very bow of the ship. We're passing by the iconic Nassau Lighthouse over here at the end of this peninsula, which again just looks absolutely beautiful. This area is pretty cool because it's a helipad, it looks like, but here we are heading out of Nassau and towards Coco Cay. It's kind of interesting just how close we're getting to the rocks on either side. Over here it's actually very cool. So we did it. Hooray, we got to go to the very front of the ship to experience leaving Nassau. Okay, so now we're heading back inside the ship because we want to go back over towards the arcade to do a scavenger hunt, hopefully. Doesn't really seem like this area is accessible for guests because again, we did have to go through the lounge that we did our trivia in last night. They're doing an auction in there right now. Okay, actually we just came down the stairs and we're back on to this deck, the life rafts. All right, so we took the elevator back up to deck number 12 and we're heading to the other side of the ship to do the scavenger hunts. So the scavenger hunt that we want to do is a family scavenger hunt and it's only supposed to last about half an hour, which is good because we still want to go to the ice skating later on. Scavenger hunts are just amongst my favorite activities to do, so this one was a must for us to at least attempt if we're allowed to. You can see Nassau just way off into the distance over there. Wow, that was fast. Okay, so we're down in the Adventure Ocean area right outside of the arcade, and this is our list that we need to try to complete for our scavenger hunt. This is actually a little bit more challenging than I thought it would be. This is gonna be kind of hard. Okay, so we're embarking on our 30 minutes timed scavenger hunt. We're both a little bit nervous, but we're going to see what we can do. So we're heading back to the elevator. I'm gonna head down to deck number 5 just to see what we can find down there. There's informational stuff that we have to find as well as a scavenger hunt of items. All right, so we're down by the Royal Promenade. I went over to guest services to get a port of call map, which is a Nassau map, and then I also got a cruise compass, which were a couple of the requirements, I guess, for actual physical scavenger hunt items. And then Brennan ran up to the room to get a couple things that I think might be in there. So Brennan ran back up to the room and she got a business card for somebody that she works with. She got some nail polish and then a straw, which were all items on here as well. Okay, so what I think we're going to do is run up to the buffet because we might find a few items up there and we'll maybe find somebody to help answer some of these other questions that we need to answer. Okay, we're heading up to deck number, I think 11 right now. Okay, so it's closed right now. It opens up for dinner in a little bit, so we're going to go outside and see what we can find outside. Maybe we can find some answers and some scavenger hunt items. So I don't know if we're going to have a lot of luck up here. We're trying to ask some questions and see if we can find some items, but so far not so good. So we went to Johnny Rockets outside and we got one more item. It was just a napkin that we needed to find. And now we're heading back inside because it's time. So we totally came in just absolutely last place.
We tried though.
We still had fun. Let's play the duck game.
Okay.
We tried to play this earlier, but it wasn't working. So we're going to do it now, just to make sure that we can bring Arlo home a little toy. Can you do it? I don't know.
Yeah.
You got a duck.
Blue duckies.
Hooray. Arlo loves these.
He really does.
Okay, so now it's my turn. I'm going to try to get a sparkly duck. Yay, I did it. All of the ducks for Arlo.
Is that the one you were aiming for?
It wasn't, but I'll take it. So the answers to the questions I totally could have probably gone to guest services and just asked them, but I didn't want to be that guy, just getting all of the answers at one location and then impeding the line. It just felt like it would have been a kind of a lame thing to do. Pretty much because they have a lot going on at guest services and I just didn't want to impact that with a silly little game. So we are back in the stateroom right now. Brendan is going to get some coffee. This scavenger hunt was a little bit more challenging. By the way, I call this the Arlo family. Then it needed to be just asking a lot of questions like today's drink special and on which deck the bridge is located, which passenger stateroom is the biggest, all of the Royal Caribbean Freedom class ships, the Independence's godmother, amongst just a lot of other different random questions, and then all of the scavenger hunt items that we needed to find. It was challenging, and especially just to be able to do that in half an hour, but it was fun. I love scavenger hunts. So what I think we're going to do now, I'm gonna go meet up with Brennan, who just went to get some coffee downstairs, and we might go to the buffet. I don't think we're going to be having dinner there tonight. I think we are still going to be going to our dining room tonight just because of the shows that we want to see tonight, which one starts in about half an hour. So that's still a little bit tentative, but I think that's what we're going to do. So we're going to go see a show in about half an hour after going to the buffet, just to look around, maybe grab something just to kind of get us through the show. And then we'll go to our dining room, which hopefully we have a little bit better of an experience than we had yesterday because it just took forever. So heading down to the promenade right here to meet with Brennan, who should be over at the Cafe Promenade straight ahead. Today is also technically formal night or dress to impress night. We don't have incredibly formal clothes, but we do have some clothes that we might change into. Okay, so Brittany got her coffee down here by the Cafe Promenade. Let's go inside the sugar store. This is a very small little store that only opens for a small little window of time. A lot of the experiences on the ship, for whatever reason, have very particular time frames that they're open for. They do have a lot of adorable little plushes here that we could totally bring back for Arlo to enjoy. This is a lot of candy in here. Okay, so we went back up to the room and we changed into our jeans, at least, so we can feel somewhat formal tonight. We're heading down to the ice skating show. We did want to go up to the buffet just to look at that, but we'll just do that when we eat there tomorrow. This is where the ice skating show is, so we're gonna go ahead and try to find a spot to watch it, which starts in about 15 minutes. Okay, so we are sitting all the way down front for the show. It should be starting here in about 5 to 10 minutes or so, which is exciting. Okay, so we are all done with the ice skating show. That was absolutely phenomenal. I'm so glad that they did another ice skating show that we could see. I think they're actually doing ice skating lessons or just recreation here tomorrow. So we need to head up there. They blocked off the stairs for some reason, but that's where we need to go for dinner. So the sun is almost set. We came out onto the deck here. Everyone's taking pictures for the Dress to Impress night. It doesn't look like we're moving at all right now, but we have to spend a little time before we head to the dining room because they are very punctual apparently with when they open up those doors at 8 o'clock on the dot. So we were just way down there, that's deck 3, and now we're back on deck 5, and we're about to head into the dining hall to have some dinner. Fingers crossed, right?
No.
Alright, we made it into the dining hall, and this is our table right here that just overlooks the entire restaurant. This is a very massive dining area. There are 2 different dining times. There's 5:30 p.m. and then 8 o'clock p.m. And we just thought that 5:30 was a little bit too early, so we're here at 8 o'clock. So the appetizers are here. This is the beef carpaccio, which is charred beef tenderloin, thinly sliced under arugula, crispy garlic, shaved parmesan, and Dijon mustard dressing. And then this is the crispy buttermilk calamari, the golden fried squid rings served with a fennel salad and chipotle lime aioli. And then, of course, right over here, I got this yesterday. This is the shrimp cocktail, chilled shrimp, horseradish, cocktail sauce, and fresh lemon. Okay, so the main entrees are here. Brennan and I have pretty much been getting the same thing tonight. So this is the seafood linguine alfredo, the al dente pasta, and a Chardonnay cream sauce tossed with sauteed bay scallops, shrimp, calamari, and mussels. And then back over here, this is the stuffed portobello mushroom, spinach, panko breadcrumbs, ricotta, and Parmesan cheeses served with marinara. Alright, so dessert is here. This is the creme brulee, which is rich vanilla custard topped with caramelized sugar. That's what Brennan got. And then this is mine, the Grand Marnier souffle, and orange flavored custard, baked until light and toffee, served with vanilla sauce. Alright, so we are all done with dinner. That took about an hour and a half. So we finished up with dinner, and now we are heading to the Royal Theater. They've started to play some live music downstairs, it looks like. So the Royal Theater is all the way on the other side of the ship through the promenade. And I think we have to go down to deck 3. We're on deck 5 right now. That's the main deck of the promenade. So the Royal Theater is, yes, it is right downstairs. Fantastic. And I think we're getting here with plenty of time, thankfully, even though dinner did still take a little while. It took less time than yesterday, just an hour and a half as opposed to 2 hours. Okay, so we made it into the theater, and we're heading down front, I think. Okay, so actually we're heading upstairs to see what it looks like up here. Just what kind of a view that we could get. So the show that we're about to see is, I believe, a juggler slash tightrope walker slash comedy improviser. It's a gentleman who's apparently very talented.
You guys ready for a great show? Yeah! This is a great show. I've seen it before. Stay for the whole thing. Hey, we're going to start with some juggling because it's actually required by international maritime law that all cruise passengers see a juggling show during their cruise. Okay, there it is, my friends. Thank you. The crowd goes wild. Completely spontaneous. Well, look, I actually do it. They stop applauding. That's great. All right, ladies and gentlemen, for you, I'm going to walk on this wire almost 197 feet above sea level. Risking my life for your entertainment. And as I walk, I'll attempt to juggle these 5 clubs. Made all the more difficult because 2 of them are completely invisible. Be the wire. Don't be the floor. Okay, you ready for this? Okay, actually, it's kind of a stupid question. You guys are sitting in comfy chairs, and I'm about to floss myself. That's what theater is about. This hurts really good. It's like a 7 or an 8 on a step barefoot on the Lego scale. Go. Good. No, that was not it.
Okay, so we are all done watching the show. That was so much fun. It was so funny. He was such a talented performer from Las Vegas, performing for over 35 years. There was crowd participation and just so many different props, and I don't know, we just had such a good time, but it is getting very late now. Wow, it is very busy right now. I suppose this is just the theater crowd getting out. There's also an 80s party going on tonight, so that's fun. Okay, so we're heading back to the room now, I think, even though, wow, there's so much going on right now. Everyone's having so much fun. What is happening right now?
Good evening, everybody! Welcome to the Royal Promenade for the greatest 80s party ever!
Woo! This is crazy! That just came out of the ceiling! Okay, so we're gonna go down here and then go up to one of these balconies and then try to see what we can see, what the view is from over here. Alright, so we came up to deck 8 to one of these little alcoves right here. Let's see what we can see from all the way up here. Oh, it's hard to see. So there are performers right there and then all the way at the other side of the Royal Promenade. How incredibly cool is this? Yeah, the cruise director is leading the party right now. This really caught us off guard. I did not know that this was happening on the Royal Promenade. I know that they were doing a 80s party, but I thought that that would have been on the main deck, on the top deck. Okay, Brennan from the other side. There's Brennan, just dancing her heart out. And this is what it looks like from the other side. This was so unexpected. It is getting so late, it's close to midnight right now. This is so hard to see, but way down at the other end, there's a massive Pac-Man and a, what are they? What are Pac-Man's enemies? The ghosts. Okay, so we came downstairs because we felt like we were missing out, so we're going to cross through the promenade over to the other side, where we just were. It is so loud, but we want to go all the way to the other side of the promenade. There are performers on this side, as well as way over there. Okay, we've made it to the other side, but we want to go see an aerial view. See, some people have the right idea over here because it's a less obstructed view. So we were way over there at the other end of the promenade and over by the Star Lounge and the Royal Theater. And you want to see something sort of trippy? Hello. There's a mirror up here. Tempted to get some Sorrento's pizza, but because it's midnight, I probably shouldn't. So this is pretty cool. The cruise director, he was dressed like Michael Jackson, but now he's dressed like Prince. This is where we had a drink earlier that is now very busy at Ale and Anchor. So they just ended the dance party, and way over there you can see Pac-Man and the Ghost. You can see them for just a second. Oh my god. Oh, and this is raising up again. There goes the cruise director. Okay, I guess we're heading back to the room. Okay, so we're heading back to the room now after a very unexpected and incredibly eventful way to spend our evening, right?
That was really fun.
Aboard the Independence of the Seas. And we were back in the stateroom after an incredibly long day. We even have a little pillow pet on the bed over there, if you can sort of see that. Had to lean in awkwardly for that. What are they called?
A towel animal?
Yes. A pillow pet. Well, that would be fun too. So today we've had an incredibly long day, apparently. Yeah. And we had a breakfast buffet this morning, and then we did some recreation on the ship. We did
the rock climbing.
Yes, and then
mini golf.
Yes.
And then we got off the ship, and then we went to Nassau.
Where we got some drinks and some fun souvenirs, which I'm excited to bring home. And
then we came back on the ship. To Johnny Rocket.
We did, and that's where we had lunch. And then we went and did the scavenger hunts.
Yeah.
Okay. And then we in the middle of that we explored, you know. We went to some various bars. It's a little bit hard to remember apparently what we did today. And then we went to, was it the first show that we went to?
We did the ice skating show.
Yes, which was fantastic. We did not even talk about that at all, but it was
but I loved
phenomenal. I am so glad that they did it today again after missing it yesterday completely, which was really sad. And then we did go to dinner. Back
took a long time again
at the dining room, yes, and I think tomorrow we're probably gonna do the buffet.
The buffet.
Yeah, because why not?
Oh, the ship is rocking.
It is. It wasn't moving earlier, and it is moving now. And then we went to the show just now, and then we were surprised with a really fun 80s dance party in the Royal Promenade.
It was really cool.
There was a lot that happened today, but we had a phenomenal time. Tomorrow's our final full day aboard the ship, and we're both very sad about it because this has been a lot of fun. This is the shortest cruise that we've ever done, and just so the pressure to try to fit in as much as possible that we both want to do is challenging, but I think we're doing a pretty good job for the amount of time.
And tomorrow we're going to have the perfect day at Coco Cay.
Yes, we're going to be going to Coco Cay tomorrow, and then getting back on the ship and trying to fit in everything that we wanted to do that we have not been able to do the past couple days. So that'll be exciting. So thank you for hanging out with us today, and we will see you tomorrow. Thanks for watching. Have a great day, and goodbye.
Bye.